Another one as we continue driving behind this Chevy Impala.
Yes.
We're on the 215 westbound, right here at Windmill.
See, he can do voices too.
I can do voices. I'm not sure what this voice is, but it's different than my own. You know, a lot of my voices are not impersonations, they're just voices. And there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes if you do an impersonation, you're impersonating the impersonator, not the person themselves.
Like my Nick Cage. It's more of an impersonation of Andy Samberg doing a Nick Cage.
Yeah. And you know, he lives here in town.
I know.
I would love to have you run into him sometime.
I would too. I would enjoy that.
Yeah. It's not picking on him because you kind of like the guy.
I do.
I mean, it is kind of picking on him, but it's because you like the guy.
Yeah. I only mess with people I respect and, you know, politicians.
You know, that reminds me. So, I worked for a man named Rick Jensen. He was actually who we worked for right before you were born, your mom and I.
Okay.
Rick said there's 3 ways you can treat a person. 1, you can like them, which is good. Nothing wrong with that. Second, you can not like them, which in a way is also good, because at least you know where you stand with that person, and if they know you don't like them, they know where they stand with you. But the third one is the worst way to treat somebody. And that's to simply tolerate them, because you don't give a rat's ass one way or the other what happens to them. You just don't give a damn.
Oh, so that was my attitude towards about half the people at my high school.
Only half. I would have put it more like 7/8.
That's more accurate, but half is just
being polite.
I mean, there were a lot of underclassmen that were just really annoying.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of being an underclassman.
No, but what's funny is at an assembly, the freshmen at the high school were going nuts. Like they were starting to really get annoying on everybody's nerves. Juniors and seniors were on the other side, sophomores and freshmen were on the other side of the gym. So there was a chant going on for the sophomore side, going, "Shut up, sophomores! Shut up!" Yeah, so on. And so the upperclassmen decided, you know what? They're getting really annoying. So everyone just stands up and yells as loud as they can, "Shut up!" And then it got quiet.
That's one of the things that was pointed out to me once again last week. One of my traits is that I am loud. My voice projects. It does.
That's why you were in radio. And you enjoyed it.
But before radio, my voice projected. Gift, curse, whatever. But there have been times when having a voice that projects is really interesting. Like when you're at a sporting event.
No, you tend to project your voice even louder at the worst possible time or the funniest possible time.
Worst? I'm not sure. Okay.
When there's a lull in the applause.
It's when something gets quiet. Now, I think a good example of recently was, what was it, a year or two ago? We were at a baseball game over at UNLV.
Yeah.
So we're at a baseball game at UNLV.
They were playing
San Diego State.
San Diego State, yeah.
Whose head coach is Hall of Famer, recently passed away, Tony Gwynn. He was their head coach at the time. And there was something going on. I can't remember what it was. But
the refs were... Umpires.
Baseball.
Yeah. Umpires made a bad call. And everybody on UNLV's side, and even a couple in the San Diego, were like, come on, really?
And I can't remember what I said in that case.
No. And then, But
I do remember later on...
After a while, a lot more San Diego people started being okay with it.
I remember at one point, something happened with the San Diego State team, and
I think it was like after.
And I can't remember if Gwynn came out to argue something or discuss it, but he came out of the dugout, and there was some kind of something. I think there was some. I can't remember what it was that happened.
There was like an argument with an umpire.
There was an argument, and it was looking kind of heated, and the crowd sort of got quiet, and all of a sudden I yelled out for everybody to hear, "You stay classy, San Diego."
Yes,
the Anchorman line, and even got looks that you could see from the San Diego State dugout that were kind of like, wow, okay.
This guy.
But even my brothers pointed out, there's been times when my voice just cuts through at the time when the crowd noise drops. So it's a combination of being able to project and amazing timing.
I'm not sure if I would call it amazing, but yeah. I mean, amazing timing.
Amazing. I'm not saying amazing as in a great thing. I'm saying amazing as in.
No, I'm not saying amazing as
coincidental.
As in it's bad. I'm saying timing suggests like you're planning to do it at that time.
No, it's coincidental.
You're doing it kind of randomly, and it just sort of happens. Yeah. You know, you want to tell the story about the football game with the drunk guy and mom? Because I find it entertaining. And that's how I know you're my dad, because I would do the exact same thing.
All right, quick story. We are at the Georgia Dome for the I think it was the last of the Peach Bowls before it became the Chick-fil-A Bowl. I think there's a Peach Bowl. Anyhow, so there's this drunken guy who keeps interrupting. He's in the middle of the section. He keeps interrupting our aisle, go up and down and get more to drink. And he's just annoying everybody. And at one point, he falls on my wife, who at the time, admittedly, was a lot bigger than she is now. And he falls on her. Well, the thing is, Kathy bruises easily. And I knew she was going to get, right here. I knew she was going to get bruised up. So he falls on her. I help him up, and he gets to his seat. Later on, he comes walking by again, and I said, "Hey, you gonna at least apologize to the lady?" He's like, "Apologize for what?" I said, "Because you fell on her." "I didn't do anything like that." I said, "I had to help you off of her." "The hell you didn't." "I didn't do any such thing." And I just said, and he walks right past me. I'm like, "Just get out of here, you drunken son of a bitch." And
and that caused a scene.
And he takes about 2 steps, and all of a sudden, in his drunken state, it clicks that I insulted him. And he turns around and punches me in the chest. And he goes a full swing, and it lands and hits about that hard. Pretty soft.
Wow.
So nice. I just throw my hands in the air, showing that I'm not taking a swing at him. And some folks that I know help pull this guy down the aisle as he's screaming, "He called me a son of a bitch! He called me a son of a bitch!" And the crowd's loud. And all of a sudden, I respond.
And it gets quiet.
I did nothing of the sort. It gets quiet. I called you a drunken son of a bitch. Again, drunken son of a bitch comes out as the crowd noise hits a low point. People from a section over or further hear it and are laughing about it.
I think he said people from across the stadium.
Well, that's my brother exaggerating, but yeah. You want to go to the back one? Yeah. Anyhow, that's the story. Just a few seconds left before I need to take my phone and hop into work and do some work.
Yep, and I need to go to school and try not to fall asleep.
Exactly. So if I need to run, I'll let you know.
Yep.
Anyhow, at Alex Kirsting 104, at Jay Kirsting, like the YouTube, Facebook, all that. We're out of time. That is 10 minutes of your life. you will never get back.